Hello, all, and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx. Just Alyx. What a week it's been for your boy. It's perhaps the most growth that I've seen for this channel, and I think part of that is this movement that I am thoroughly behind, and that's the Fire Vince McMahon movement. Fire Vince McMahon has been trending literally all week. Hashtag Fire Vince McMahon. Fire Vince McMahon, whichever one you're seeing, that's been trending since Monday. Monday Night Raw was one of the worst, the absolute worst, well, the worst, according to CageMatch.net, but one of the worst Raws after WrestleManias, if not worst Raws, period. And that was because in the middle of the show, after Triple H came out, talked about WrestleMania, gave his rah-rah speech, then, now, forever, together, Vince McMahon reportedly took over Gorilla and ran the show. The show was rewritten 4 times throughout the night. 4 times. Morale was shot. Segments didn't make any sense. A lot of things were changed. And rightfully so, fans were angry, and wrestlers reportedly were very angry. So everyone was worried. Everyone was scared that Vince was going to do the same thing tonight on SmackDown. Why not? What's going to stop him? Who's going to stop him? If he wanted to, could have came right back in and said, I don't like this, rip. We're doing this now. But luckily for us, he did not do that. There were minor changes, according to PW Insider. There were minor changes made to the show. Whatever those minor changes were, I had no idea. We'll figure that out later. But for the most part, it was a Triple H show. There was story progression, lots of in-ring action, tons, and I mean tons of in-ring action, and a clear direction of things to come. Triple H announced there will be a WWE draft coming up in a few weeks. Not next week, but in a few weeks. What that looks like, I have no idea. Maybe 2 weeks from now? I was hoping we would get a date. He didn't give us a date. He just said, a draft is happening. So, expect that. That's going to be fun. But if you thought that this one episode of SmackDown, which, by the way, I thought was pretty good. It continued the storyline with the bloodline. Jey Uso continuing to show some cracks in his armor. Starting to doubt the bloodline just a little bit. Saved Sami Zayn from Solo Sikoa, only to attack him. And then Matt Riddle made the save. So I'm assuming we're getting back to Randy Orton and Riddle, right? Not against that whatsoever. But they attacked Kevin Owens backstage. So we're still getting more meat on the bones when it comes to the bloodline, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and all that. Cody Rhodes might be moving away from the bloodline, but Cody's got a much more bigger beast to tackle, that being Brock Lesnar. We'll talk about that at a later date. But yeah, lots of stuff continuing. Sheamus and Gunther still in the feud, looking good. Women got some in-ring action. Somehow we're putting a lot of TV time into this Liv Raquel Rodriguez tag team. It feels very weird, but I guess you had to because Ronda and Shayna are both injured apparently. Ronda is still dealing with that separated shoulder, and I don't know what injury Shayna has, but I think it's leg related. Maybe she popped out her knee or something like that. I'd have no idea. But they're both hurt, and that's why they're not on TV right now. But yeah, I've been watching this entire show thinking like, well, when is the shoe gonna drop? When is Vince gonna show up? And we got nothing but good in-ring action. Ricochet got TV time and won a match. I already talked about Triple H's announcement. Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley came out. They're furthering that storyline between him and, Dom, more specifically, Dom and Rey. I have to question why Edge won his match if Finn was just going to come back tonight on Friday. That's just kind of weird to me. After that grueling Hell in the Cell match, shouldn't Finn be on break? He's just back. That's so weird. But all right. Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Dom beat Latino World Order. So Rey and Santos Escobar are now the Latino World Order. That's actually a stable now. LWO. Interesting. Yeah, so leagues better. Leagues better than Monday Night Raw. So it's funny. After seeing this episode, y'all should go on Twitter right now. These Vince McMahon defenders, oh, they puffing their chest out, y'all. They got their chest puffed out. They walking all tall, walking all proud. All these McMahon, these people that are part of that McMahonism. What do we call them? What kind of religion do we call it? What do you call the McMahon followers? These McMahon worshippers. I don't know. Like, they're just walking around all proud. I told you there was nothing to worry about. All hell Vince McMahon. All hell Vince McMahon. Because he wrote this show. No, he didn't. This was a Triple H show. Raw was a Vince McMahon show. That was a boring episode of Raw. Absolutely horrible. Nothing made sense on that show. Things made sense on this show. You can argue whether or not it was worth watching again, but storylines were advanced, and everything feels like there's a direction to it. So I disagree with anyone that likes to say, see, I told you everything was great. Nah, motherfuckers. Vince McMahon should still be fired. So we'll talk about this hashtag. That's the first thing we're going to talk about. Then we'll talk about the WWE draft. Then we'll get into SmackDown. And then, guys, look, I've been live streaming for a full week now. I need to break. And when I say a full week, I mean Friday last week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, tonight. Live streaming for a full week. I need a break. Okay? The only time I need to come back up here this weekend is if Vince McMahon is actually fired. That's the only time. Well, if CM Punk comes back. But that's it. That's it. The only time I should be back up here is if Vince McMahon is actually fired. I should get Saturday and Sunday off. And I can see y'all Monday. Fair enough? I hope so. So I'm looking at the live chat here. It looks like I have over 200 people watching me. Really? Man, let me tell y'all something. Before I even get into the shoutouts. The numbers on my channel for the month of April already are ridiculous. This is the most viewership I've had. The most views, the most interactions, the biggest audiences I've seen on this channel in a long time. And the reason why it's that way is because of you. I posted this, I think I posted it yesterday, matter of fact. Sometime this week. I started out this year, ladies and gentlemen, with only, 33,000 subscribers? Like, I literally just got 33,000 subscribers. It usually takes me maybe half a year or so to get another 1,000 subscribers. Very slow channel. It was building very slow. Well, check this out. Your boy just hit another 1,000. I literally just got another 1,000 subscribers within 3 months. That's double the time I usually get it. And I think I'm closing in on 35,000 right now. That's because of you. That's all because of you. My Twitter, my Facebook, my TikTok, all of that is blowing up right now because of you. You are making that happen. The people who continue to like the videos, who continue to interact with each other in the live chat, who continue to leave comments, who continue the conversation, who share my videos, who retweet my tweets, who share my Facebook posts, who go on TikTok. They like the TikTok. They share the TikTok. You are a part of the brand. When I say Alyx's world, I might be the leader of that world, but that world has residents. And it's you fans that are the residents of Alyx's world. Every day you help expand the brand, my voice gets bigger. My voice gets a lot more amplified, and I get even bigger fans. Your boy's tweets are blowing up. The impressions are incredible. The likes are in the 5 digits. Okay? Wrestling news sites are picking up my shit. They've always been doing that, but now it's becoming more of a deal. I am returning the form. When I say returning the form, it's been a while since I've gotten videos doing over 10,000 on a regular. I'm back to doing what I used to do before I did the dumbest thing I could ever do, and that was stop doing, real talk, stop doing YouTube videos to be a public school teacher. The dumbest thing I could have ever done. Now, we back, man. We back in it. I found my rhythm again, and guess what? I ain't gonna stop. So I appreciate you. I see people saying, well, Alyx, you put out great content. Thank you so much. I put a lot of work and passion into my work. The reason why it's great is because you say it's great. I'm not going to come up here and say, my content's awesome. My content's great. I'm great. The reason why I say this is the best channel is because of you. You guys say my content's great. You guys say everything's awesome. I love Alyx. I love his voice. I love everything about him. You guys say that. So as long as you guys continue to say that, as long as you guys continue to send me your messages, send me your emails telling me that I am the reason why you get through your day, why you're able to, push through your depression, why you're able to power forward through the hard times, that kind of stuff is why I do what I do. Why I am now going into this full time. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for the love. Let's keep it going. Let's keep this momentum going. So with that said, let's get the stuff out the way. Just wanted to tell you all that to show you how grateful I am. But if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, you're at it. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or review past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Get that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, and give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com. Business inquiries, just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Get you an old school The X-Men t-shirt, get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America, the remix t-shirt made by It's J Knox and Firestar Heart. All of this down below in the description box. Today's sponsor is Extra Wallet, changing the way you carry your items one day at a time. A minimalistic wallet that you can slip your stuff into. You can slip it into your pockets. It has a tracker in case you lose it. Enough of these bulky ass Vince McMahon wallets. We out with the old school and in with the new. I can get you an Extra Wallet right now for 40% off. How, Sway? Well, I'm glad you asked. How's it about we get a quick word from our sponsor? And then we'll get to some shit. I'm gonna work on that. Shoutouts. Today's video is sponsored by Exter. In today's age, old leather wallets are a thing of the past. People are looking for something more efficient. That's where Exter comes in. It can fit in your front pocket or any other space convenient for your access. It is the perfect smart wallet for minimalists that only carry essential items such as credit cards and IDs. It also has a cool pop-up feature that allows you to see what's inside, so you always know what you're getting out. Plus, it comes with its own tracker that connects with your phone, so if you ever misplace it, you can instantly find it. Amazing designs, amazing features, all at amazing prices. And today, if you click the link down below and use the promo code JustAlyx, you can get 40% off any purchase you make. I truly believe this is a great gift and it's changing the way people carry their items. So don't hesitate. Use the link below and get you a wallet today. Alright, thank you all so much for being here. I noticed we got over 100 likes already. Now that's what I like to see. So the goal for this stream is 500 likes. I always try to go above the average. The average likes that I get on my streams is around 250 to 300, right? Depends on what video it is. I always try to push myself above the average. So above average would be 500 likes. Once I start averaging 500, then I'm going to say 1,000. Once we start averaging 1,000, I'm going to say, well, maybe we'll do 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. For right now, it's 500 because the average is, as I said, 250, 300. And again, that's all because of you guys. But also, it's because you guys continue to like the video. We got 100. And, well, it used to be 200. Now it dropped a little bit to about 180. I'm expecting that to go back up. But, hey, let's get it to 200. Get the likes up. 120 now. Jesus Christ. Thank you all so much. I see we have... Is that a new member? No, it's not. It's, excuse me. I thought it was a new member. That's, Carlos Marenzo. There's a rumor on Twitter saying that the draft is set for May 8th in Jacksonville. So after Backlash. I figured as much. That would make the most sense. Yeah, do it after Backlash. So many people subscribing already. Look at them subs going up. That's what I want to see. Thank you. I appreciate the people showing me love. Alright. There we go. That's from Carlos Marenza, by the way. Hey. Please show some love to the moderators because they help keep this a safe space. They help keep all of this a safe space. That being Ultra Shout 97, Firestar Heart, Eliza Demi, Big MGM, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, and everyone's favorite, my favorite, Khalil Does Everything. Everything! Everything. But guess what? All my mods are my favorites because they're all awesome. They all keep this a safe space. Shoutouts. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of people in here. I'm just going to do a couple. And then we'll get to the live stream. Thank you to King Burbs, Chris Freedom of God. Chris Freedom of God, that's a new one. Charles Herney Robinson. Is it Henry or Herney? I think it's supposed to be Henry Robinson. The Darkness King, that's a new one. I think. Midnight Joker. Anthony White. Monaco 42. Team Forwood, good to have you here. A lot of people coming back. But I think a lot of people might be not coming back because a lot of people are saying they're not watching because of Vince. Afro Samurai NYC. That's a new one. TCU 2020. That boy said, you taking too long. Hey, the stars take their time. When the stars are ready, they're ready. Joseph Winters. Leah Melanio. From Browntown. Mr. Robert Brown. JJ, who let the dogs out? Who. Bulldog. Project Santi. Wrestle Spider. Spider Rider. Wrestle Spider. Might play with it a little bit more in the future. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Let's do three more, because I'd be here all day. FTW Family Time Wrestling. The Powerbomb Project, and last but not least, let's give it to the Dominator, Nathan Sanders. All right. Nathan Sanders says, Alyx, I will always be a fan of yours, and I'm proud to live in your world. When you're in my world. I'm happy for you and all you've accomplished. I've enjoyed your content, always have since 2015. Man, that's a while ago. Thank y'all so much for that, man. All right, let's go. Let's go ahead and do it, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to get things started. Once again, if I don't say your name, don't be offended. There's a lot to get to, and we'll definitely get back to the live chat at the end of the stream. Fire Vince. Hashtag Fire Friends. Hashtag Fire Vince and hashtag Fire Vince McMahon has been trending literally, and I mean literally all week. And guess what? It's gonna continue trending. If you guys will oblige me for a second, I would actually like to go to hashtag Fire Vince McMahon and read some of these tweets. Shall we? what is easily one of the biggest trends to take over on Twitter. I think it's safe to say it's helped me out, that's for sure. I got no complaints. I appreciate it. Check this out. Right at the top. Your boy is right at the top, helping to lead the charge. People making compilations of it. CM Punk was right. All superstars should come out in their entrances in the same manner towards the camera on SmackDown tonight, knowing Vince is back and creative. Look at that. Just mean mugging the camera. Like you lost all hope. Man, check this out, man. Look at your boy. Look at this. So this was happening during the this is the bump, right? Look at that. They are spamming the bump chat. Fire Vince. Fire Vince. That's the bump, y'all. No chill. Vince fooling everybody into thinking that Triple H was taking over and he was gone for good. Now, this was actually, I want to talk about this. This was actually a thing since, well, April 5th, really. There you go. Since Wednesday. And there's a reason I didn't promote it. I could have. I just decided not to. To me, it's kind of counterproductive. And this is my opinion. It's counterproductive to buy tickets, fill up an arena, just to chant Fire Vince. That to me, that doesn't make any sense. I just feel like that's actually giving him what he wants. Hijacking SmackDown, quite frankly. Here's my thing, like, that worked in 2014 because, yes, it helped Daniel Bryan, get the main event. But it was one of those things where they saw that they were getting more money, his merchandise sales. Everybody came together and supported it, right? So, in giving WWE more money and pushing Bryan to the top merchandise spot and completely taking over each segment with Bryan, doing the yes chant and stuff, you put them in a situation where, yeah, you got him in the main event, and that's something that helped them. For me, hijacking SmackDown, in this instance, I don't think it's going to be very productive. I think for me, if you really want to protest against Vince, show up at his office and Titan Towers. Fire Vince. Instead of going inside the arenas, don't buy a ticket. What I would do, if I was leading the charge, this is what I would do. I would organize a gathering outside the arena. Instead of like going inside buying tickets, I'm like, we're not going to buy tickets. We're going to go to the arena and just stand outside and chant Fire Vince. You know what that means? That means, all right, if you want us in on this show, we will only watch a show that's led by Triple H. That's how you protest. Do I ever see that happening? It's going to take a very concentrated effort to make that work. Going into the arenas to chant Fire Vince, Fire Vince. I mean, how you, like, Fire Vince, Fire Vince. I don't know about that. It makes a lot more sense to not buy a ticket and stand outside protesting. Letting Triple H know, hey, you ain't getting our money until we're guaranteed, well, WWE more so, not Triple H. WWE, we're guaranteed that Triple H is writing this show. And that's what I feel the talent should do. The talent should do the exact same thing. Look, we won't come to work. We won't work for you unless we're guaranteed Triple H writing the show. If Triple H isn't writing the show, hell fucking no. We ain't gonna work for you. But that's why I didn't promote that. And that's been, look, multiple people saying, fans of professional wrestling, it's time to make some noise. If you are attending Friday Night SmackDown or in blah, 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 blah. If you are anywhere else in the world, tweet with the hashtag Fire Vince, blah, 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 blah. Look at this. I can excuse multiple sexual assault I can excuse multiple sexual assaults, but I draw the line at bad booking. Yeah, that's accurate. Honestly, it's pretty accurate to a lot of fans. Me, I'm just like, fuck them all. Fuck this rapist and fuck the sexual harasser. I hate Vince for all of it, quite frankly. Y'all can be picky and only like him, dislike him for the bad booking. I just like him for all of it, quite frankly. But it is accurate, sadly. Wrestling fans, they'll take him back if he's harassing women, but bad booking, nah. But yeah, like look at how often we're seeing that. And how did that work out, by the way? Did it work out? It didn't. There's a lot of things going on here. Shout out to vocal aggression. That's my friend John. Check this out. Reminder that beyond ruining a wrestling TV show, Vince McMahon is a rapist and a sexual abuser who leveraged his authority and his wealth, asymmetrical power dynamics to avert accountability of any kind. He belongs in a jail cell, not in a global company. Fire Vince. I already liked it. I already retweeted it. You love to see it. Again, like that's been trending for the last 4 days. Look at this. I'm going to read this one. I know I'm just a nobody, but this means nothing. And this means nothing. But I wanted to throw my 2 cents in on everything. I watched WWE for years and years, going back to the early 2000s, and rewatching a lot from the 90s, 80s, and so on. But around 2017, I stepped away. I could not watch it. It was rough. It was everywhere. Honestly, it was bad. Real bad. I switched over and started watching New Japan Pro Wrestling. I watched Jericho feud with Omega and slowly create their own thing with Hangman and the Bucks. I then picked up AEW, enjoying it a good bit. I didn't miss an episode the first 2 years straight. It helped me through COVID and the lockdown. I picked WWE back up around August of 2022. I had heard stuff was happening and that Triple H was taking over. I checked back in. I am so glad I did. I loved it. It felt fresh. It felt like an actual story was wanting to be told. Characters, backstory, all this build up. I loved it. WrestleMania Night 1 was truly epic. I enjoyed every single second of it. But Night 2, not so much. And the Raw after Mania felt, well, it felt rough. It felt rough everywhere and just really bad. And then the news broke. The news breaks out that Vince was back. Thanks, Vince, truly. You ruined it in 24 hours. You are such a disappointing individual. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Whaler gets a retweet and a like. Beautiful. Well said. Count your days, you raggedy bitch. You know what? That's also getting a retweet and a like. Julian, you raggedy bitch. Triple H tied under the table and Gorilla watching Vince McMahon ruin everything he's worked on for the past 9 months within 20 minutes. That's hilarious. Like, you guys gotta check this out. You gotta check out this hashtag. There's a lot of things happening here. I'd be here all day. But yeah, like Vince was getting that heat. Cute Vince McMahon. And rightfully so. Rightfully so for me. This man deserves all the heat in the world. Simply because he lied. He lied. This guy lied to the audience. He lied to the wrestlers. He lied to shareholders. He lied to the fans. He lied to everybody. He said, I will not touch creative. I will not touch creative. Can't do that. And guess what? Monday Night Raw walked in, ripped up the script, and took over. And now all of a sudden, everyone wants to assume it was just a one-off. Don't be naive. Here's what we do know about Vince McMahon. Here's the sad reality about all this. We now know we can't trust Dick Dastardly. We now know we can't trust this son of a bitch. We can't trust him. We can't trust Walt Disney's lost cousin. We can't trust him. Because if he tells us one thing and does another, then guess what? You are not a man of your word, Vince. You are a liar. How do you know this upcoming Monday he won't just show up and rip, and it's a script again? How do we know when it comes to this draft, maybe Triple H and Vince made a deal, Vince will start writing Raw, and then Triple H will write SmackDown? We shouldn't even be in this situation because he said he wouldn't come back to creative. He lied. He lied. And although SmackDown tonight was relatively good, it still had Vince's fingerprints on it. He made minor changes. And Triple H apparently can't do anything about it. He has to fall in line and do what he's told to do. And that's not okay. And so, when you see this trend, fire Vince McMahon, the only way we can be guaranteed that WWE will be a safe, fun product that Vince will not interfere in is if he's fired. When you really, really think about this, what value does Vince bring to WWE now? He no longer hosts all the shares anymore. The majority of the shares is Ari Emanuel, the guy he sold the company to. He now holds all the stock, all the shares. It's no longer Vince. What value does Vince add to WWE now? Exactly. He literally could be fired today. Stephanie could come back and replace him. Literally nothing changes. Literally. Maybe Nick Khan replaces him. And Stephanie runs, CEO, whatever. Vince adds zero value to the shows, to the company. He can be fired tomorrow and everything will just keep spinning. Now that he's no longer top shareholder, he can't do what he did. He can't bully his way back in. He was able to do that because they needed him to sell the company. But guess what? Now that the company's sold, and he no longer has full dictatorship, he doesn't have that no more. He can be fired. The dumbest thing Vince could have done was come in, fire all the people that worked for him, build this bad reputation, and then give everything over to Ari Emanuel. So tomorrow, Ari can wake up and be like, Vince, you know what? Nah, I'm not feeling it no more. Thanks for coming by. And then replace him with Stephanie. So anyone up here being a Vince McMahon defender, first off, why are you defending a rapist? Why are you defending a sexual abuser, a sexual assaulter, a man that likes to force himself onto women? Why are you defending someone that has openly abused, misused, put down workers? Yes, he's made many, many people rich. He gave them a lot of money. But in the meantime, he's also made a lot of other people poor. He's made a lot of other people just completely miserable and hate wrestling. This man has done more bad than good as of lately. Thank you, Vince McMahon, for helping to create WWE and build this fortress, build this company, this conglomerate called World Wrestling Entertainment that we watch every single week. Thank you, Vince. But now you are a problem. You are a cancer. You are a poison that's going to bring it down every single week. How do we know? How do we know he won't show up on Monday? He can show up at any time and fuck up everything. And you can't trust that. You can't trust his word. He can tell you today, I'm not going to show up. Well, he said he wouldn't show up and he showed up on Monday anyways. The only way we are guaranteed that we won't get Vince McMahon is if he's fired. You already made $2 billion, Vince. Go away. You no longer add any value to the shows. You're not on TV. You're not wrestling. The only thing that you can do is do creative. But you shouldn't. You sold the company. Thank you. Get the fuck out. Get out. Get this pedophile, get this egotistical Walt Disney ripoff out of this goddamn company, for Christ's sake. Looking like a fake-ass porn star with his porn stash. Like, I'm sorry. Anyone defending Vince at this point, like, y'all are psychopaths. You are legitimately psycho. You have to be. There is literally no reason whatsoever for you to be defending Vince McMahon. There isn't. So, take your little puffed up chest. Oh, I told you. Sit your asses down. Sit down. Put your chest back where it belongs. And realize, hey, one good show isn't going to stop that hashtag. I hope that hashtag continues. I think that hashtag should continue until he's actually fired. Because he lied. Simply because of that. He's a liar. He can't be trusted. You don't know what he's capable of. He doesn't know what he's capable of. And someone like that should not be running WWE, period. So yes, I'm still behind the train. Fire Vince McMahon. It never stopped. He needs to go. I will toot this horn all the way to next year's WrestleMania if I have to. Because until he's gone, these wrestlers won't feel safe. Until he's gone, I don't feel safe watching these products. Because how do I know if it's him or Triple H? How do I know? So once again, if you want Vince to go, I wouldn't buy a ticket to go chant Fire Vince. I would just simply show up at the arena and don't buy a ticket. Stand outside. Now, people might say we might buy a ticket and stand outside. I mean, sure. If you want to do that, that's fine. That's weird. You're still giving them their money, but yeah, that's one of those things where I personally would just like, no, we're not going to buy a ticket. We're just going to stand outside and protest. Then once we know that Triple H is writing the show, we'll buy a ticket. Or the wrestlers can do what I just said they should do, which is, hey, if we walk into this building and I see Vince McMahon and Gorilla, I'm not going out. That's what they need to do. They need to do that. Even if it gets them fired, you know what? Make a stand. That's the only way Vince goes. And tell Triple H, my dude, I'm not working for Vince. I'll work for you, but I'm not working for Vince. We got to stop letting this fucking ripoff, this fucking pedophile porn stash, evil Walt Disney son of a bitch, get away with what he's doing. Sitting there twiddling his mustache. You got to put your foot down. Someone has to say, enough, Vince. Go home. So, no. I ain't quit. I'm still hashtag Fire Vince McMahon. Period. And if you are too, like the video and leave a comment down below. Get in on this. Keep this shit trending until he's gone. The next live stream that I should be doing is a celebration of Vince McMahon being fired. I want to come up here, look you right in the camera and go, fired. Period. Let's play this super chat. Thank you all for being here, by the way. It's very good to see fans interacting with each other and continuing to make this a very fun channel. So, while that super chat is loading up, let's move on to the draft. I was trying to play a super chat right now, but Streamlabs just said, give us a minute, player. All right, so while that's loading up, I want to talk about what Triple H wanted to talk about. Triple H came out on SmackDown tonight, and we all just thought, oh, Lord. Here he goes again. It's going to be the same promo. The exact same promo that he did, if I'm not mistaken, Monday, where he talked about, they're now forever together, and we're not going anywhere. Right? And we're like, dude, like, stop. Okay, if you're going to come out here and try to douse any type of speculation, there you go. I was waiting for that super chat.
Hashtag Fire Vince won't happen till the sale officially finalized in July of this year or the end of this year at the latest. But yeah, if it happens, that'll be the time that it will when Ari fires him.
Like, if Vince continues to do what he's doing, then I'm pretty sure Ari will have no choice but to fire him. But yeah. That's probably when it will probably happen. I agree with you on that. But, yeah, Triple H came out, and we're thinking he's going to do the same promo for Monday. No, he came out and announced a WWE draft is happening. Okay. We're going to shake things up again. And, look, can I just be completely 1,000% blunt with you when it comes to this WWE draft? I think it's kind of played out. Am I the only person that feels like there should be no point of a draft? The whole point of having a draft, to me, was to give opportunities to people who usually don't get opportunities, right? There's a big roster. It's too loaded. Like, I remember back in, like, what, was it 2004 when they first started it? No, it was 2002, excuse me, when Vince and Ric Flair had to separate these big rosters into two shows. Well, here's the thing. AEW's roster could use a draft if they wanted to do one. I don't think they should. But it's funny to me that AEW's roster is like 2 times bigger than WWE's right now, and they still have everybody together on the same shows. WWE has such a small roster, and they split them up with championships on each show. And to me, the women's division isn't nearly as stacked to have two sets of women's championships and then a set of tag team titles. There ain't enough women for that. When I look at the mid cards, I think an IC title and a US title is important. But even I kind of feel like do we even have enough people for these belts? You get me? The tag team titles, there's 2 sets of tag team titles. What tag teams? You get me? The best thing they could have done was unify the tag team titles and the world titles. I think it's actually made the shows feel a bit more concise and make the direction easier to understand. Here's the main event scene. Here's the mid-card scene. Tag division, women's division. I believe, this is just my opinion, because you can make a draft work with the right people in charge. Especially if you bring in general managers, William Regal and others. You can make it work, but my thing is this, and this is just how I feel. WWE's roster is too small for a draft. So, if anything, this is how I feel. I say we just unify all the belts and have everybody on all shows. Have all the storylines, have everything as it is now. Just keep everybody coming on all shows and have one belt for each division. That means unify the women's belts. We already unified the tag belts. We unified the world titles. Already did that. Get rid of the tag team titles for the women. We don't need that. And I think that just makes things easier for everybody. That's what I think should happen. But no, we're not going to do that. We're going to continue the draft. And I see people asking me, who do I see going where? I don't know. I don't care. Honestly, I don't really care all that much. Because we're not going to have... Here's the issue with doing a draft right now. with Roman Reigns still holding both belts, he's not going to drop those belts until SummerSlam. Until July. Right? Until SummerSlam. So, it's just like, okay, why should I even bother? You get me? It's just like, why even bother? We're going to be stuck where we are with no world champion on either show until Cody beats him at SummerSlam. So, all right, we're going to see what? We're going to see Liv on Raw? We're going to see Becky on SmackDown? I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird that we're doing a draft right now. If anything, if it was up to me, I would wait to do the draft after SummerSlam. That's when I would have done the draft. I would have wrote this out, kept everything the way it is until SummerSlam, continue to tell your stories, get some heat on some of this stuff. Then afterwards, after SummerSlam, then do a draft. Because then we'll have the championships on Cody, and maybe Cody can give up one belt. And then that brand can get that belt that he gives up, which would be the Universal Championship. Right? Maybe we go back to WWE Championship and then World Heavyweight Championship. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, that's fine. But ultimately, for this draft to really have legs, we're going to need two world champions again. And we're not going to have that until after SummerSlam. And even if we get that, I do not know. And this is how I honestly feel. I don't know if our roster is big enough. I think the roster actually has been better with one world champion, one set of tag team champs, and quite frankly, two women's champions just feels a little too much. So I say unify all the belts. They tease Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley on Raw. Screw it. Do Bianca versus Ripley at Backlash. Give Rhea all the belts. You might as well. That's what I say we do. But we'll talk more about it once we have a date. Once we actually have a date for the draft, we'll get into speculation of, all right, this person should go here, that person should go there. Here's what this division could use. Here's what this division could use. If it was up to me, this is just me personally, I would just throw all the women on one show. I would throw the women on either SmackDown or Raw, probably on SmackDown. And then throw all the tag teams on another show because the rosters, it's not big enough to have two sets of two things. Does that make sense? I'm trying to make sense out of this. You know what I mean? Also, and I love this by Midnight Joker. If it's one brand, we get less rematches. I agree with that. Oh, Lord. Guess what's trending right now? No, it's not hashtag fire events. It would be nice. It would be nice if that was what was trending. No, come with me. Come with me to Twitter. We're going to talk about it. WWE Women Deserve Better. Once again, it's trending. It's 2023, and we are still struggling with 3 minutes of matches on a 2-hour show. The women's division, ever since Triple H took over creative, I'm not listening to any of this. Yeah, they're not. They're honestly not getting a lot of TV time, if I'm being honest with you. They're not. And here's the thing. So, when you look at the lineup, this was the lineup for the show. That's the actual lineup. What's missing from here? What's missing? Exactly, the women's match. The women's tag match was a late... This is actually proven. This was reported. That women's tag match was a late addition to the show. That wasn't originally on the lineup. I think Triple H threw that one on there at the last second because we need some women on this show. But even then, it's only 3 minutes. It's only 3 minutes, y'all. That's kind of sad. But yeah, that's what's trending right now. Not even a segment. Well, Rhea Ripley got a segment, to be fair. But yeah, the women, they ain't getting no love, man. One women's match again. Plus, Rhea's segment getting cut. I mean, what do you do? I tell you what you do. Fire vents. I like this tweet. I stand with Asuka. I stand with Damage Control. I stand with Alexa Bliss. I stand with the WWE Women's Division, except Ronda and Lacey. Oh, hell yeah. Lacey Evans, hell nah. Get her blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. America. Bitch ass out of here. Bitch ass out of here. But yeah, that's the new trend. Your girls ain't getting a lot of love, y'all. They ain't. They just ain't getting a lot of love. And I don't know what else to tell y'all. I had nothing else to say to y'all except, hey, y'all know what to do. Hashtag fire events. That's the only way these women get love and respect. Okay. This was a very heavy wrestling show, so I won't have much to talk about except Sami and Jey Uso, which I thought was actually pretty well done. So let me run through the matches on this show that I thought were pretty good. The show opened with a memorial graphic for Bushwhacker Butch. Congratulations to the Bushwhackers. Rest in peace to Butch. I think the Bushwhackers are not in the Hall of Fame yet, are they? Yes, they are. Never mind. Congratulations to Hall of Famers Bushwhackers, but rest in peace, Butch. That's sad, man. Let's see. The Brawling Brutes defeat Imperium. That included Giovanni Vinci, Ludwig Kaiser, and Gunther. 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 Taking on Pete Dunne, aka Pete Butch Dunne, Ridge Holland, and Sheamus. Great match. Lots of time for in-ring action. The crowd loved it. Crowd was hot for it, and Brawling Brutes won. I think this was when the fans were like, okay, Vince is not writing the show, thank God. So they're continuing the feud between Sheamus and Gunther. They might do a rematch with them at Backlash. Looking forward to that. See, Cody and Brock Lesnar get a video package. I saw a report, not saying that this is true, but I saw a report saying that the plan was for Cody to lose at WrestleMania. That was the plan all along, way before Vince took over. Way before Vince took over. The plan was for Cody to lose at WrestleMania and start a feud with Brock Lesnar. I don't know if I fully believe that. I think at one point in time, Cody was going to win, and then they just thought, all right, let's do something different. I think, here's what I think. Around Rumble, when Cody won the Rumble, I think the plan was for Cody to win. As we got closer to WrestleMania, and people started to see that he's not as over as he should be, especially with Sami Zayn popping off as hot as he was, I think that's when they went, okay, let's pull back on this. Let's pull back on this and try again at SummerSlam. Let's have him go through Brock. Let's have him get some more momentum behind his belt. Then give him that big win at SummerSlam when he ends Roman Reigns' reign. Because again, I said this before. Like, when Roman loses, you can't go back and redo this. You can't give him the belt back and try again in 3 years. No, like, when Roman loses, that's it. And I know a lot of people are like, it should have happened at WrestleMania. I'm like, you can do it at SummerSlam and you still get the same effect. I truly believe the same effect will be happening at SummerSlam when Cody does beat Roman. It's going to be big. So, in the meantime, Cody is going to have to go through your boy, Brock Lesnar. Now, on commentary, Wade Barrett said the reason why Brock attacked Cody was because his match went on first at WrestleMania. What? That's the explanation? I hope not. I hope that's not the explanation, because that's booty. That's booty shorts. That's dookie. That's booty butt cheeks. Hey, y'all saw that? There's a meme going around with Max Caster, excuse me. And, well, it's Anthony Bowens and Max Caster. And it's this segment where he was doing a rap, and you see Max Caster twerking going, booty butt, cheeks. Booty butt, cheeks. That's exactly That's exactly is what I think about of Vince McMahon. And this idea that he is writing Brock versus Cody. And the reason why Brock attacked Cody is because he went on first against Omos. That's stupid. That's dumb. Ricochet beats Ivar. Great match. Ricochet got a lot of TV time. And also, he got a win. So that's encouraging. That people like Ricochet continue to get victories. So they're still getting a lot of TV time. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez defeat Natalya and Shotzi Blackheart. Judgment Day versus Latino World Order. The LWO. So, Rhea Ripley came out. She was introduced by Triple H, by the way, who came out to the King of Kings, told people about the draft, and then we get Rhea Ripley. Rhea gets on the microphone and says, April 1st, 2023 will go down as the night sports entertainment changed history because she did the impossible. And then Finn starts talking, and I'm just like, why are you there, my dude? You lost to Edge. Why are you there? Edge beat you. Why are you still here? That makes no sense. That feels like Vince right there. That's dumb. Dominik Mysterio, though. Boy, when Dom got on that microphone and the boos that rained on him, I was like, damn. I couldn't hear him talk. The boos were so loud, I couldn't hear Dom talk. That, my friends, is some heat. Dom is one of the best parts of Judgment Day. He's one of the best things to come out of Triple H, in my personal. Since Triple H has started running WWE as head of creative, Dom has been one of the best things to come from him. He's one of the best acts in WWE today. He's awesome. He's amazing. He's really, really good. Looking like a little Eddie Guerrero. A mix between Eddie and his father. Well, Eddie is his father. Anyways, yeah, it talks about how he should hate his dad and how he wants to beat up Bad Bunny in a bad way. Damian Priest talks about Bunny in Spanish and says he hopes he can find it in his heart to forgive him because he forgives him for making him do what he did. Then that's when the LWO comes out. So that's Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar taking on Damian Priest and Dominik. Good match overall. Of course, Judgment Day get the pinfall victory with the South of Heaven from Damian Priest on Santos Escobar. Can't roll my R's. All right, the big thing about this show, though, and the best thing to come out of it is the continuation of the Bloodline storyline with Jey Uso and Sami Zayn in the main event. So, I think it was at the beginning of the show, we see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens backstage, and they're talking about, we won, but it still feels like we got work to do. Yes, we got the tag team titles, but we're not quite done. We won't be done until we see the Bloodline crumble, right? We need to see the Bloodline crumble. And so Sammy's like, you know what? I can reach out to Jey. I feel like I can reach out to Jey. And Kevin's like, no, that's stupid. No, that's dumb. That's dumb. Like, that storyline between Shane and Bryan was, that's the only thing I love about it. It's just that was dumb. Hilarious. I'm sorry. Anyways, Kevin's like, my dude, that's not gonna look good on you. That's gonna backfire. He's like, well, I should give it a shot, right? You never know. Like, this could actually work out very well. All right, fine. Do what you gotta do. So before their match, Sami Zayn walks up to Jey Uso backstage. Sami says maybe Kevin was right, and he doesn't want to talk, but there's one thing he has to say. It's the same thing he's been saying for months, and that there's a way out of this. Jey, there's a way out. Everything he said is coming true. The bloodline is crumbling. Jimmy ain't here. Roman's mad at you. Heyman's selling him lies, and Solo's ready to drop the hammer on him. He'll beat it into him if he has to. And if that's how it has to be, so be it. And that's when Kevin Owens gets attacked by Solo. Apparently, he threw a big-ass crate on Kevin Owens' leg, which is how they injure him. And then Sami goes in to save him, and then he's like, damn it. Why did I leave him alone? And that's when Jay shows up. Jay shows up and watches it all happen. Stone face. And then he walks away. This is when we get the match. And this is when things get very interesting, because the match happens. It's a good match. Really good match. But Solo interferes, helps Jey Uso beat Sami. So a champion lost. Interesting, but he lost. He didn't lose clean. He had help, so that's interesting. So Jay beats him. 1, 2, 3. Then afterwards, Solo gets inside the ring and starts beating up Sami. Starts whipping that ass. Starts beating him up. And then Solo goes to give him the Samoan Spike. Jay catches his arm just like he did on that amazing Raw segment where Sami was on trial. The trial of Sami Zayn. Caught his arm the exact same way. And I was like, huh. Okay. I like that. So now the story begins with Jay's dissension. Not Jay's, but Jay's revelations more. What I meant is Jay's revelation that Roman is abusing him, which is going to lead to Roman's dissension. But ultimately, we got a tease of it. Just a tease. Just a taste. His revelation will come eventually. Because he ended up super kicked Sami, and then they started beating him up. Until Matt Riddle made the save. And Matt Riddle makes sense because Matt Riddle was taken out by Solo. So Matt Riddle's back. I'm assuming this is building to a triple threat. Well, I don't know what this is building to. Because I heard Roman is not going to be at Backlash. Which is dumb. Because that's going to be in Puerto Rico. I think you want Roman there. I was thinking, okay, if we're doing Cody versus Brock at Backlash, Roman, Solo, Usos versus Sami, KO, Riddle, and Orton. But I don't think Orton's cleared to wrestle yet. I just saw reports that his back injury is super bad, so he can't even take a bump right now. So Orton's out. I guess you're doing Solo and the Usos versus Sami, Kevin, and Riddle. That don't work for me, brother. I'd rather they do a rematch between the Usos, Kevin, and Sami. That's what I think they should do. And then do Solo versus Riddle, 1-on-1, which would be great. We'd love to see that match. But nah, like, that 6-man tag doesn't sound good to me. The 6-man tag idea? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But I'm intrigued to see where this storyline goes. Like, it still has legs. I'm just worried that Vince could fuck it up at any time. The last thing we'll talk about is Shinsuke Nakamura, because Shinsuke is returning next week. Why? I have no idea. Is it worth the damn? I have no clue. We'll have to see. Well, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the 6-man tag. How y'all feel about it? I have no idea. But let me know. What match do you want to see involving the Bloodline, Sami, Kevin, Riddle, at Backlash? Guys, that's the stream. Look, I am going to take a few minutes to holla. Let me holla at your player. Holla at you in the live chat here. But I'm not going to be here too long because I'm tired. So, get your super chats in. Express your opinions. Express yourself. Bum, 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 bum. Pick your bag and bump. Express yourself. And let me know. Very curious to know what y'all are talking about. Someone say, someone is watching me naked. Thank you for that, sir. I would rather you don't do that. See, you even made Vince McMahon go, what the F, pal? Yeah, put some clothes on, Gabe. We don't need that, my dude. That's too much information. Titans Tower, as in Teen Titans Tower. Teen Titans! Dun 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 dun. Hilarious. They never need to hijack SmackDown. Like, yeah, I don't think hijacking SmackDown is necessary, y'all. Protest. But hijacking SmackDown, that ain't it. Vince McMahon, oh lord, here comes Vinnie Mac. Sorry I couldn't be there tonight, everyone. I was getting high at an Eagles concert. Pow! That's accurate. Someone said Vince pimping it easy, McMahon. He really got tired of civilian life. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Trump lives in you fools' minds rent free. Trump's? Oh, Donald Trump. I was like Trump's. Trump's buddy. Walt Disney's long-lost cousin can't be trusted. No, he can't. Dr. Robotnik! Dr. Eggman. I'm the Eggman. It's what I am. I am the Eggman. He does look like Eggman. Trump should be in jail. Yeah, Trump and Vince McMahon should be in jail. He broke the law. He tries to bully his way back in. This time he'll be fired. Well, he's no longer the... Here's the thing. Since he's no longer the majority shareholder, he no longer has power. So quite frankly, he can be fired. Quite honestly. The promo Vince McMahon did in early 2002, the WWF is going to die, injecting it with a lethal dose of poison. That's exactly what he's doing now. I agree. Sean Swaby. Baby! Vince is a toxic cancer that needs to go forever and never come back. Absolutely. Braun Breaker, Raw, and Cameron Grimes. Oh, hell yeah. We gotta get Cameron Grimes in the main roster. Cameron Grimes! Woo! To the moon! Can't wait for it. Night 1 made me think WWE was actually getting good. The April Fools. And then April Fools, Vince McMahon time. Yep. JD has been echoing the same idea since the start of the brand split. Women's division on one show, tag team on the other. Yeah, hell yeah, like that just makes a lot more sense for me. WWE's worst division is WWE's worst. Yeah, I agree. WWE's women's division is the worst now. I agree. The Powerbomb. I love this. The Powerbomb Project says, hot take. After Mercedes, Monet, and Naomi left, the women's division in WWE just isn't good. I agree. They lost those two in this division. Sucked. Booty. Booty butt, booty butt, booty butt cheeks. Fun fact. Gunther has 5 5-star matches in WWE. That's true. Yep, that's actually true. His fifth was his match against Drew and Sheamus, right? Wow. Is that the most out of anybody? That might be the most 5-star matches out of anybody. Gunther currently has more 5 stars than HBK, Taker, and The Rock and Kurt Angle. I don't know how I feel about that. If Alexa, I love this. Hey Alex, if Zelina Vega wasn't married, will you date her? I would marry her. She'd be my wife right now. She'd be sitting next to me. Matter of fact, I don't think I'd be doing the stream right now if she was sitting next to me. I'd be too distracted. Just saying. Hey, a huge protest might start to get rid of Vince. Hijacking SmackDown will not work. Yeah, a huge protest at Titan Towers is what you need to do. You can, go to the shows, stand outside, not go inside. That's how you do it. Don't be like, I'm gonna buy a ticket. And that's not how that works. If you want to protest at Titan Towers, that's what you gotta do. Tell Vince McMahon to suck it. But break it down. Boom, 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 boom. I wish Backlash was was a SmackDown pay-per-view, like when AJ Styles beat our boy Dean Ambrose for the world title. Wasn't Sable one of those harassed women? I don't know. I don't know who else he harassed. The NXT women's division is better than the main rosters. I agree. Alyx, there are rumors that said Logan Paul. What the fuck did I just read? Did I just read that? Did I just read that WWE re-signed this low down sack of shit? Gave him another contract so he can torture us for another year. Why? He's garbage. He literally lives in a garbage can. His soul is rotten. His soul is dog shit. He is evil incarnated. You might as well say hell Satan. And you re-signed him? Did he pay his taxes? Because I don't think he did. Bitch ass. The bitch is back. Fine. Alright. Y'all gonna regret. Y'all gonna regret this, I swear to God. Y'all gonna regret this. See, now I'm upset. I don't even want to talk to y'all no more. No, I'm joking. No, like, I am tired. I'm about to get out of here. Look, I would like to take a break these next 2 days. I'm hoping that it's not too crazy for the next few days when it comes to wrestling. I make no promises, but it would be nice to just kind of just, chill for 2 days until Raw, at least. And honestly, let me just say this too. If Raw comes on and it's nothing, it's just a big ball of nothing, I'll just record something and throw it up. Because quite frankly, do you need me to come up here and do a live stream on Raw? I might just take a full break from live streaming for a little bit and just do uploads. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do that because I know y'all love the live stream. So we'll play it by ear. But I'm taking a break these next 2 days. All right. Okay. I don't want to hear it unless Vince McMahon is getting fired, which is the only reason I'll come up here and do a live. And if CM Punk comes back, but unless those two things happen, I'm good. I don't need. I don't need to come back up here and do a live until then. So, thank you all for watching me. Do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell. Catch all my content when it comes out. Leave a comment, and follow me on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Donate, PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. And be sure you show some love to the mods. Because they have been working alongside me for a full week. Now they get a break. And they deserve it. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for joining me here. Always know you are welcomed right here in Alyx's world. A place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. And thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for continuing to make me a part of your day. And hopefully going forward here in 2023, I continue to be a part of more of your days. Giving you the best content here on YouTube. And why is it the best? Because you make it the best. So until then, see you guys next time. Peace.